I was in my room using my computer. It's 11:30 p.m. and I get a text from Suzette Ramsunder, the Associate Director of the Office for Campus Life. And it says, "Scott, I have a really important question to ask you. I know it's late and I apologize." So about a minute later, she calls me and she tells me, "Scott, I have a really exciting opportunity. You're going to be able to meet the president on Monday. Are you available?" So I'm like, of course, I'm canceling work. I'm canceling basically everything. I would love to meet our president. Monday comes, I'm told I should be on campus at 10 a.m. I get there at 7:30 or 7 because it's like, I don't want to miss this. This is huge opportunity of a lifetime. I didn't know what time I was meeting him exactly. They told us to be here at 10, but it was very secretive. So bit by bit, we're learning more and more information as we lead up to it. So it's 1 o'clock. They take us to the music building, and that's really exciting because I'm walking there with Michael Sullivan. So we get there, and they take us up to this room. There's all these blue sort of sheets in the building, and so you wouldn't even recognize where you were walking. It was very sort of secretive. I'm seeing doors I never knew existed, and it's just really exciting. And we see that there's a seating arrangement, and so you have all of these different names. And so as I'm looking at the different names, I realize, wow, so Obama's sitting in the middle, no surprise, but right next to him is my name. And so I had the opportunity to sit next to our president, and that was really exciting. But eventually he finally walks in. Very congenial fellow. He walks over, he gives us handshakes, he asks us about what we're doing, what our hopes are, so I get a chance to tell him about what I hope to do, particularly to become a lawyer. He tells me that he thinks I would be a great lawyer and he would endorse me. Hearing that from the president, obviously, is really exciting. And so he seems like this really great sort of fatherly, personable figure, and it was just really cool to sit down there with him and sort of get into the meat of why he was there. And so he seeks our advice, and we're able to talk about things like mentorship. We're able to talk about things like the family and how that plays into the different directions people go in when it comes to society. Just Obama's story, his growing up without a father, losing that person at 2, and what it was like for him to struggle with that, and how his mother, a single mother, supported him and pushed him forward, how she was the large motivating force that kept him going. And that was definitely something that resonated with me and a lot of the other men around the table, because I also grew up with that single mother, and that was definitely a strong takeaway from my meeting with him. It was something I knew he was sincere about, and it just really made me happy to know that the president cared enough to come here and share this important advice with us, let us know how much he cares, to have us build up our communities, how much he cares about our lives. Thank you for all of the work that went into this, because the Office of the Center for Student Development and Leadership was definitely a huge part. So I wanted to make sure Suzette, Raquel Smith, and the other members like Michael Sullivan knew how much I appreciated and was grateful for us.